The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets.
Let's go. Let's do it. Green 18. Team Mike. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Team Mike. You letting me down. Green 18.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete. Well, this Week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62 to 55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater, flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
From his end zone, it's Rodgers on 3rd and long. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And Eifert has it. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but now it'll be 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Marcus Golden able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And Latimer's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Cody Latimer, 30 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on second down. Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Ready.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brent, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 35 on second down, Rodgers got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have taken the lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. For Zeke, one of first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Check 99! Check 99!
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. It's caught here by Adams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check, ready. Pittsburgh. Mike. Rotate. Yeah. Just like that. Hatchet. Let's go. Come on. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jared Cook there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Rodgers now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Pretty entertaining start, 14 all the score on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Bridgewater. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Elliott, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but Yeah, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Think he can snap it back into gear, maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
10-30.
Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Found his target. It's Anderson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm trying to collect.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And an alley to run. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Check 52.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Bound to lose 1.
This is Hines. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Amendola. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. This quarterback now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26.
A gain of 16 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Rodgers. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And the catch good. It's Eifert. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers again now. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Let's go. Do it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, You're only going to fool them for a second or so, and guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Bridgewater to throw it. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
We got this.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bridgewater now. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Bridgewater. That'll be complete to Cook. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Draw play. Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
A big run that time by Elliott. 43 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. Complete. Smith has it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good. And that will shave one more off this lead. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Over here. Over.
They'll go again with Lindsey. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Green 18. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's got it complete to Anderson. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner, but after play...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this is Cook with a grab. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Let's go.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I'm coming for you, son.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And it's caught here, Amendola. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bills.
Mike 54. Target.
Bridgewater on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Bridgewater. They'll roll it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jared Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue. Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now
give, right side. It's Hines. Oh, look at the juke. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Green 18. Black 5-4. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Green 18.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets will extend their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack on 1st down, Bridgewater, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, Lindsey muscles him off. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, 34 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field Winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills get a bit closer. McManus's point after is good, and that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
319. Check. Go right. Scan 300. Scan 300. Go. X3. 218. Chopper. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 50. Check 50. Over.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
258. Scan 300. Scan 300. 258.
Here's Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, here's Agnew. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, The night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers looking to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Eifert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets will extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there.
They go to Elliott again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the ball,
Elliott running right. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Jets, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This is the development trait. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see what ability. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.